I was talking yesterday, well, not yesterday, the night before that, but I posted the video yesterday where I talked about this, that I was gathering up the parts for making the front bit of the frame. And so, I don't have them all gathered up yet, and, this isn't really a big update. This isn't a big update, but I have a couple of them. I picked out the two bikes first of all. I'm going to do what I had been saying in that video, which was to use this bike as the front part of the frame, and then use the rear end of that as the actual drivetrain for the bike. I have this bike basically it's all stripped down except for the chain, which the previous owner left on. Yeah, I don't really know why they did that. I think I got it off of Free Cycle or something. Yeah, but there's no key, so I'll just have to find another way to cut that off. Maybe an angle grinder, I don't know. Yeah, I have that here. I have this bike all basically stripped down. It still needs a derailleur, like I said, and a chain. I'll just use the chain from this bike, which it's an okay chain, whatever. And, I think I mentioned that I had a derailleur. And then the front wheel from this bike, it's not a great rim or anything, and it's only a 6-speed, but for now it works. It's not too beat up or anything either. If I really want a better one, I can upgrade eventually. So right now though, the fork for this, the original fork, I was going to not use it because I got that new black fork over there, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool to use. Problem is though, even though I got it bent out wide enough to use, the fork it's still slightly off because I knew that when I got it, when I picked it from the trash, but it's too bent for me to use. I can't even get it over the wheel. Well, I can get it over the wheel. I can't even get it into the axle the right way. So I'm just going to use the old fork from this, and I might have to bend it out a little bit. Otherwise, I bend this a little. I don't really know what would be easier to do. Which one? I'll figure it out though. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to get that right now. I think I left it out in the shed. And oh, and I started taking the frame apart so I can put this on. The only thing is I might, just because of the way, well, originally when I designed this, I designed it for the plant or the design that you can see if you go and look at that submission that I made a long time ago for that one invention fair. That, by the way, I never actually got into it. That was kind of, did I actually? Yeah, I did upload that video on this channel. It was like a school fair or something. I'm like, oh, I'll try it, and then I didn't get in. I actually can see why. Clearly it's not finished. I might though, or the original way I had it designed was that this main tube, it supports the rest of the tubes in the, I guess, a logical way. But the way the bike, all the weight's going to be, all the weight's going to be rested, it might make sense to move a couple tubes down, like put this one on top. And I have to find the perfect way to insert the bike, because there are multiple ways I could go about doing this. And really any of them would work, technically, but I think there'll be a way that makes more sense logically, and that's a little more structurally sound. So I started to take that apart, and I was going to move the tubes around, but it decided to be easier if, oh, and also so I can angle the entire cart the right way. That will help if I move the tubes around. Which is why I decided to be easier if I put the wheel on the front first, so I can look at all the different angles, and I can kind of dry fit it, I guess. And then I can, and then I could screw it in place. Okay. Well, I was gonna go outside while recording to grab the piece, but I don't really think I need to. It's sort of raining out anyway. Or, well, it's not sort of raining out, it is raining out. So, yeah, I mean, I'll go out eventually. If you want to see my shed. The shed's a mess, but actually I'm gonna end up cleaning it by the weekend, and I'll probably start to replace all the wood in it, because like I said, it's gonna become a workshop. Okay. I don't really have anything else to say about the parts. I guess the only other thing I have to say is that I might replace the casters in the back. I already said this, but I might replace them with solid casters if they're too hard to lock in place. But that requires $30, and I don't like spending money when I don't have to, so we'll see if that happens. Oh, and the other one thing about parts is I might take these handlebars. I might just take the actual handlebar part, and I might remove the bar from there, from the original gooseneck for this bike, and put these handlebars on. I don't really know. Those ones are kind of trashy, but we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll also just keep those for an actual threadless bike again if I get one. If I come across another one, or if I'm making one using the front of this frame. Once it's bloop. So I might just look for a different gooseneck to replace it with, instead of trying to mash the pieces together. And also the way that one's bolted on, it'd require that one that's just a plate in the front, which I can go up and show you. Yeah, it's a plate in the front. This one though, it's one of the ones where it goes all the way around and you're just tightening it in place. Yeah, so many parts. You're just tightening it in place, so I'd have to take all the grips off and all that. And I don't really want to do that. So for now, it's just I'm not going to do that. Okay. Bye. I'll be back. I'll get the parts ready today. I might be back later today with another build video. I don't know if I'm going to do any building. I probably will. Probably try, but I have some other things I'm going to do, including cleaning up hallways that have stuff that need to come down here into the basement, because it's always good to have your hallway clean. And I might go back and help mount the Weebacker bike, which I think I promised I'd record. So if I do end up helping that today, we actually have it assembled all the way. We have the bike assembled all the way, and we have the Weebacker mounted. We are just fixing the issue where the chain falls off because we don't have any tension on the chain. We need a derailleur. Please donate a derailleur. My address is... Okay, thank you. I'm glad you're going to send one. Yeah, if we... Ooh, nope, that's not Matt. I got a message. I will record it. Mark my words, I will record it if we do that. Okay, I'm stretching this out. Bye.